It's number 3 on Best Eurovision Intervals Act Ever by Alina.
And that is a mouthful.
But we got to say it. I have to say it.
We have to shout it and say it every time.
By law. So we got Petra Mede, Swedish Smörgåsbord.
I come from a country that's hard to find, somewhere near the icy pole. But though we are freezing, please bear in mind, Sweden is gonna warm your soul. Our people are cold, but our elks are hot, a horny horde in every fjord. Our moves may be loose, but they hit the spot on our Swedish smorgasbord. A tour of our nation is certain to impress, with quite a few surprises for you. A Swedish chef and death playing chess, and a girl with a dragon tattoo. By winning this contest, you get the chance to host a show you can't afford. But then sell your country through song and dance. Here's our Swedish Smörgåsbord. We're green to our planet with eco-pride. Recycling is in our hearts. Mamma mia! IKEA has gone worldwide. Good luck assembling all the parts. We're strict and we're structured and seldom bent. Don't show emotion, never one. Not easy to please, but we're quite content when we get to stand in line. Does anyone know what this line is for? Well, I better stay and find out. Proper and polite and private is our style. Never ever talk on a train. And if we see a stranger, throw us a smile. He's either a drunk or insane. Every day we face it, fly on up and taste it. Try our Swedish smorgasbord. Beneath the midnight sun, the blondes have all the fun. And if you long for stockings, say amen. From Vikings we're descended. It's frightening what those men did, but see how we've evolved since then. Our roles are reversing, our daddies are nursing. In all of our cities, though men don't have titties, they can still stay at home to raise the kids.
Okay.
This one's wild. This one's all about just like Swedish culture.
Yeah, but like
Swedish interests.
it's like it doesn't seem to be that rich in Swedish culture. It's just kind of like observations of Sweden currently in 2013.
Yeah. I think it does. What? It's just kind of observational. It's kind of interesting.
I gotta say, you know what, Alina? Best Eurovision week ever.
Yeah,
I think you're
sweet. Biased.
I think your Swedish is showing.
I think you're. Yeah.
I think all this is
the next 3 Swedish
is
Sweden?
Everything about Sweden. Well, the first one was in Germany.
That's true. Oh,
and that was just about Eurovision, so it wasn't about Sweden. I don't know if the people performing were. Oh, this is the same woman, isn't it?
No, is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
no.
It is.
What?
So it's the same woman.
Petra Mede?
Who I'm assuming. Yep. Who I'm assuming is no
Swedish.
That one. Who I'm assuming is Swedish because she seems to be speaking as everything is hers.
Must be. Could you imagine she's not Swedish?
How dare she?
Man, well, one thing that's educational I learned, if I ever go to Sweden, don't smile at anyone.
Freak
or a drunk.
Don't smile at me.
I didn't realize that. I mean, Sweden. So they love recycling. That's great.
That's good.
They allow paternity leave. Back in 2013, no way in America.
Daddies stay home with the kids.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
That could be me.
That could be Mike. Mike's been trying to be a stay-at-home dad his whole life.
Not in this country.
But not in America. In Sweden.
I guess maybe certain companies would allow that, but no, not normal ones.
And then there's I mentioned IKEA, of course. Wait, what was the weird one they were discussing?
Smorgasbord. So that's a Swedish word?
Yeah, and I did like the moose reference. That was nice.
It was a nice move reference.
Moose references.
And elk, which we love. We love elk.
Do we?
I do.
Okay.
We have them here in this country, too.
All right, let's want to see what else we can learn about Sweden. This is kind of like, and they brought up the Swedish chef, so it makes me think about it. This is kind of like a Sesame Street's version of what there is to know about Sweden.
Yeah, let's keep it
for people who don't know, very uneducated, like Mike and myself.
Oh, okay.
What do you know about Sweden? Besides what they've told us so far. I didn't know anything about it before this video.
I know about Sweden, they eat this freaky stuff.
Oh, you know what?
You know what? Me and Joe kind of like it.
Should we eat one for the sake of Sweden right now?
Yeah, I think that's in order.
Okay.
Wow. Mm-hmm. You guys are weird.
Yep, pretty crazy. All right.
This is why you're not smiling at people in public.
Because you got a bunch of
too busy drinking ammonia or
black tarred up licorice in your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And our girls can handle their balls with the best kick line of them You may now kiss the groom. Follow our example. Come and try a sample of our Swedish smorgasbord. It's time for some dinner. We pray you'll stay. Come and try our favorite course. We eat all our meatables the Nordic way, seasoned with a hint of horse. For Strindberg and Bergman and Celsius, all rise. For Thor and Björn Borg and the Great Nobel Prize. There's Volvo and Garbo, the best lingonberry, and all of our problems digesting our dairy. We gave you Carola and Waterloo and Igloo, whom all adored. We'll take you to heaven, Euphoria too. Come and join our party, come on up and chill. There's room for everybody. Gravad, lax and dill on our aquavit, crayfish, yucky, salted licorice, randy Scandinavian race with Asian M&A's, our face, our hurdy-gurdy, super duper, fabulous, ABBA, super trooper, sweet.
All right.
She said it. Yucky, salty licorice.
Oh, she did? I didn't hear it.
She said that. Yucky, salty licorice.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we know it. We've learned.
Yeah.
But I guess there's a yuckier, saltier one.
Oh, we'll have to give that a try.
Yeah, send it over.
This one's stuck.
I was hoping for all that pickled, whatever, the pickled fish.
Herring.
Herring? Yeah.
I thought herring was a bird. No?
I don't know. All I know is I'd love to try it. And you know what? Everyone said, I saw some people talking about it, like, oh, they wouldn't be able to handle that. Honestly, Mike's kind of a tuna man, so I think salty, stinky fish might be right up his alley.
Let's try it.
Yeah, let's give it a whirl. What's with the milk?
No idea. You guys have some explaining to do.
So Swedish people they can't drink milk? They have a problem with milk? I mean, a lot of people can't really digest milk very well, but is it particularly bad in Sweden?
Well, yeah, what kind of milk you drinking? Elk milk?
Moose milk.
Moose milk, definitely.
I mean, yeah, is it the style of milk? Is it the type of cow? Is there like a season where everyone drinks milk and it's like, oh boy, avoid Sweden that week, you know? Because like there's no available bathrooms. Everyone's just having a tough time.
Joe, you know what I've realized? Well, I've realized this many times in my life, but this brought it into my attention again. Culture, there's no normal right way to be a human society. Because every culture is different. And they have different ways of looking at things, different ways of doing it, and none of them are normal. They're all just like, no matter what. If you're from that's why I find it interesting when people are so identified with a culture, because it's not actually you. You're just familiar with it. That's all culture
you were
is.
Raised in.
It's familiarity. Yeah, it's just like your immediate surroundings.
Yeah.
So watching this and seeing all the, some small differences, but some pretty big. I'm just like, oh, right. Yeah. Like there's no right or wrong way for a human society to exist. It's just tradition, surroundings based, like they talk about, like it's cold in Sweden a lot, they have snow, they have mountains and trees and all
think
these
about
things,
how much culture,
oceans.
Think about how much of our culture, like we grew up in a cold weather area, and think about how much we were impacted and people in other areas, just even in our own country, are not, they're just not experiencing that.
Yeah, it just doesn't snow where they live. So they
yeah,
just don't.
like they don't know what a scraper is.
Yeah, they don't have to scrape ice off their windshields.
Yeah, that's right.
And their cars don't rust.
That's also
from
right.
the salt.
Yeah, they don't even know what road salt is.
Yeah.
Why would you? If you lived in a place where it never snowed, why would you know what road salt is?
So over thousands of years, a culture, like, let's use Sweden as an example.
Is that a good one?
I think we could use Sweden in this example.
All right.
These little things affect each generation, and as they introduce new technologies, new ideas, new ways to progress, the external surroundings affect those new ways, and it compounds, and then here you have your present day culture. So some traditions stick around, and then some kind of die off or morph and change,
Mm-hmm.
So there's no wrong or right way. People think like, okay, often I'm like, oh, you freaks over there in Europe doing your freaky, like
Mike thinks about that often.
I'm just up
every day
under my covers, just you freaks.
What are they doing over there?
What the hell? But that's just, I obviously know that's a joke. Like that's my American perspective.
Yeah.
That's not me. I could just be raised over there too and think Americans are weirdos,
And I'm sure there's plenty of Europeans that do.
Yeah, why not?
If not
course.
all of them.
I think everyone could look at any culture and be like, oh, that's different. because that's
weird.
just that's the reality of it. Anyway, I just think it's fun.
I think I could I could slot myself into Sweden, and besides the fact that I don't speak Swedish, that would be that'd probably be a pretty big
deterrent.
Yeah, that would give me some resistance. But since most people in Sweden speak English, I think I could work my way through.
I think you could.
I'd line right in. I'm pretty tall, so I'd fit in that sort of way.
Joe, as long as you carry a pocket full of these puppies, I think you could get
I can handle my ammonia salts.
You can get in any club in town.
And what was the other thing? And you know what? I don't really like fake smiles in public.
There you go, Joe.
I would have no problem with I don't give that feeling off. I kind of walk through rooms like I hate everything that's been happening to me earlier in that day. But I think that's just the way I look. I don't actually feel that way. I don't enter in rooms in public with like a jovial personality. I think I'm just trying to do things, and then I'm trying to not be doing those things anymore.
I like how they mentioned they like waiting in lines. What is this?
Yeah, I could wait in a line here or there.
I feel like that's not American culture at all, though. No one wants to wait in a line.
Dude, if you impede me at all, I'm willing to actually start fighting you.
Engage physically.
Like the amount of like anger I've received while like driving, not like cutting off in a dangerous way, just like slowing someone's progress down slightly. I was in Tennessee and I was driving. It was a road. There were no cars on it, and I was driving in this big truck, and I was driving out of the road. And it's just this side road. One guy happens to turn, and yeah, he had to slow down and stop and wait for me to turn out of this like very very open side road. And he's just laying on the horn and flicking me off. And it's like, dude, I didn't cut you off like, holy shit, it wasn't anything like that. No one's life was in danger. I just literally slowed you down for like 5 seconds. And that was worth like slinging a finger up and just letting me have it.
Okay, so we need to ask, how are you Swedes in traffic?
Yeah.
Do you have road rage? Or are you just like, nice traffic, I love waiting in line?
I love waiting in line to get back to my house.
Yeah.
Or they just have public transportation and they don't wait in traffic.
I love taking my turn. I know, yeah. That would be very European of them.
Although, as Southern Californians, we love driving in our cars and getting stuck in traffic. Sometimes we do it just for fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hit that rush hour, just gum up the works.
Oh, yeah. We just know we're making it worse.
All right, see you in the next one.